Welcome back to another video, or I would say a video. If those that do know where that word comes from, leave a comment down below. Just before getting into these new player set over here, kind of like go back to kind of like my standard set over here. Normal cutters, long nose, ball pliers. I kind of like bought these in a set for like you can get these 10-15 pounds. Actually I got these for like, it was like a deal, so I got them on for like 10 pounds. Obviously 10 pounds, you know what you're paying for. It ain't gonna really last. The tool ain't gonna be as efficient. Quality kind of like more of a like cheaper side. But can't really complain, because like I said, you get what you pay for. So back in the day, like 2-3 years ago when I started, we really wanted to like I needed pliers. I can't afford to get really expensive pliers. I'll just get like these simple ones, get the job done, and then move on. I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of like see the light behind the tool. I don't know if I get like a light or something, then you can. I don't know if you can see. I'm kind of like blinding you, but you can see, the cutters are fully closed, but you can kind of see the light. Where the blade is. So the blade's gone dull. It's got some of it got chipped away, or however you want to call it. Even though they do kind of like work. If you put your whole body weight on them, they're gonna work. But it's come to the point where I was cutting the cable tie the other day, and I was like, whoa, either the cable tie is like too strong, or my cutters, they're gone like really bad. But yeah, putting them aside and then kind of like moving on to these pliers. Now these are proper made in Japan. I'm more of like a Japanese guy. I know like they're like Germans, but they make good tools as well. I was also looking at, before I got these, I was looking, to be honest, with Nipex. If anyone knows Nipex pliers, good quality tools. They are pricey as well. But yeah, you get what you pay for. That's the punchline. But I'm more of a Japanese guy, so that's why I went with FUJIYA pliers. So these kind of like average, I would say about same price as a Nipex plier, about 20 pounds, sort of around there range, if you get what I'm saying. I got the basic setup, cutters, ball nose, long nose. These long nose, they are a bit smaller than the ones I have over there, because I got some other like longer long nose pliers. I just wanted some little bit smaller long nose. That I have a smaller, like a mini long nose, but that one is kind of like same El Cheapo design, so not much to expect from that. So kind of like wanted something smaller, and these are kind of like the surprise ones. So stay tuned. At the end of the video, I'll talk about these. Starting off with the ball nose. The finish is just let me unpackage it first. Obviously everything is in Japanese, so can't really understand what does it mean, but obviously you could tell from the tool, having it on hand, like you can see like the finish is, woo, that's some like nice finish to the tool, nice polishing. A couple of things noticeable compared to my other ball nose pliers is this one, the handle is kind of like this soft thin material. Works okay, but not that like not that impressive as I would say. This one kind of like a thicker rubber mold onto the handle. Obviously the ply is a little bit longer, because I wanted some extra leverage onto the pliers. Feels solid in the hand, feels soft. The handle feels like, not too soft, but it feels kind of like easier on my hand. It's got like this kind of like texture grip over here, so it will improve grip in terms of like, especially when I'm doing like CV boots or anything like that, and then I'm trying to get the clip on. Sometimes I use these pliers, and obviously CV grease, everyone knows, kind of like super slippery, so it will give me like that extra better grip. pliers, as you can see, bone nose, not much to say about them. You got like the little section of cutters over here. Obviously you got your big mouth over here. Teeth, they look very sharp, very, I would say, good quality. Not having any doubts with this tool. It's got a bonus here as well, kind of like a crimper. You know, you can use this as a crimper as well. Not that I'm gonna use it as a crimper, because I already got like my crimper pliers, but you know, might come in handy, you know, rather than just going back to your toolbox, you know, grabbing your crimper pliers. So yeah, added feature, bonus thing. I don't mind that. I like it. Moving on. Cutters. Everyone needs cutters. You know, nothing, you know, out of the ordinary, as I would say. These ones, they do have the little spring over here. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of like, yeah, you can see the spring. Nice finish onto the blade, like really like shiny blades, I would say, but not just for the fancy stuff. You know, is also functional as well. Again, texturized grip over here, which, you know, improves grip when using them. It's got like a 50 kind of like a 50 degree angle, if I can read that from the package. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of like understand the advantage of that, because sometimes when I do use this, because it's kind of like the offset is kind of like smaller compared to this, it's kind of like, I don't know, like 20-30 degrees. You might need to get like to a weirder angle, so this one I can see the advantage of that. Yeah, but just using the, you know, just let me get some wire and then kind of like show you people what I'm trying to say, because you know, until you see the tool in action, then you understand. So I got some, I don't know, like 2-core wire over here, nothing unusual. I got my old kind of like pretty much almost at the end of their life cutters, kind of like trying to use that. Put some really force to like cut the 2-core wire. Obviously the bit flew off, as you can see. Obviously these are brand new, so it's kind of like unfair, but I remember using this for the first time. You know, they had a good decent cut in them, but this one is kind of like, oh, like no force, super slow, like I don't even need to push it, the blade does the work. So I mean, the finish on, you know, on these cutters, perfect, I would say, or really close to perfect. I know it's gonna last me for in the long run, no problem. I mean, just literally cuts through it like butter. You know, not much to say there other than pretty good solid tool. Second to last, obviously long nose pliers. You need long nose pliers. These ones, they are a little bit smaller than the ones I have over there, because I do have some other bigger long nose pliers. I just needed something a little bit smaller, but obviously good quality, because you know, if you look at the other pliers, like I've mentioned before, usually you're using most of the time the end of the tip where these teeth are worn over here, so the tip is going to see the most use. Obviously it's got like a little cutter section like the other one, and then these kind of like bigger teeth over here. May use them, may not, but you know, long nose pliers, you know, you get what they're for. You know, tight like little squeegly areas that you can't really get in there, and then you need something fine and small. So nice, good quality pliers over there, as you can see. And then leaving the last one, kind of like the bonus surprise one. I don't know if some people can tell what pliers are these from the kind of like picture over here as well. I don't know if you can see over here. So these are basically kind of like identical to the Van pliers. Some people know that brand. The difference between them, I mean, your regular ball nose pliers over here, you got like a flat surface. I don't know if you can see that. Not a flat surface, but like kind of like the teeth are like horizontal. Whereas like these pliers, I don't know if you can see that, but they kind of like have there you go. So these pliers, they got teeth going down, which this gives a huge advantage if you ask me, when well, everybody's come across like a screw or like a little bolt or like anything of that nature that's basically rounded off, where there's a Phillips flat, whatever, you know, it's been chewed up to like smithereens. There's nothing to grab on. You know, I've seen some people use more grips, which they kind of like work sometimes. You can use ball nose pliers as well, but yeah, the advantage of these is like it's got the teeth going downwards, so it basically clamps on solid onto the worn fastener, I would say, and then, you know, obviously you can take it off. It's got like a little spring as well over here, which, you know, again, bonus feature. I like that. Little cutters over here that you might end up using. But yeah, again, really fine pliers, I would say. The finish, everything, you know, you just know when you get like a good set of quality tools. You know, there's nothing, you know, to hide on there. It's just the truth. You know, I was looking, like I mentioned before, about Nipex pliers. I might get like a set of them, see what they're like. I know obviously you go out there, Snap-on, Blue Point pliers, Gear Wrench, whatever. Obviously those are pricey as well. I just wanted something a little bit more unique, and if it's Japanese made, I actually prefer that, because I know Japanese people don't mess about. They make good tools. But yeah, pretty much that was the video, guys. I will put these in use, obviously, and then, you know, if I see any faults or kind of like drawbacks on these, or like anything in the design that I might not have liked when using them, I will make another video and let you guys know. If I don't, then, you know, these tools, they're like rock solid.